Now, this is an energy where somebody's like, what's really going on? Like, what is the problem? Like, what is it? Because with you, I'm ready to fix it. I'm tired of seeing the same old. And now it's just multiplying in digits. The problem. It's happening over and over again. It has to be stopped somewhere. Why does it keep spreading? Okay. Good day, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome to Milk Honey Rose. Thank you for being here in Mystic Alchemy. So this is someone that I feel like this energy, they be in the cut. They don't really be doing a lot. You know, they do what they have to do. They do what they want to do, right? But what they want to do is lay low. Not to say that they don't go out with friends and, spend some time out, but this is someone who is laid back and they lay low. You're not going to see them everywhere doing everything. You're not going to know about their personals because they don't just be outside like that. And if they are, they still not outside like that. This is just like a lay low type of laid back person. And this is someone that is interested in you, interested in being in a relationship with someone like you. And at this point in time, they've realized that many people that they've been in a relationship with they have a distorted way of thinking. So they're like, okay, so where is it coming from? What is the problem? How do we fix this? Because there's a lot wrong. And I know that if I'm with someone that's in alignment with my thinking, it could work. It's just that, just like how I lay low, I feel like the person that's like me lay low like me, so they're not outside like that. That's why I'm not seeing them. Okay? Because I feel like this person has plenty of opportunities to meet people. It's just that who they meet, they don't really click with. There's no click. Okay? There's no connection there. And it's getting frustrating. So when this person does meet or you meet each other, this person is going to break it down real quick. Like, they're going to talk to you about relationships and what you see. And what do you think the problem is in society from a societal perspective? And I'm talking about the root. I'm not talking about just the easy things that we see right now, like right in our faces, and it's not hard to tell. Like, why do women cheat? Why do men cheat? That's deep. You got to go deeper to ask. Is it that they just are not satisfied with one person? Or is there some type of insatiable desire due to influence? Like, what is it? What's happening here? Right? And then once you figure out what it is, there needs to be a switch. There needs to be a switch in perspective as well as consciousness, because the consciousness is like sour and distorted and confused and altered. Right? So this is the energy that I'm picking up on. Like, this person is very sharp, very on point. Like, they see the problem. It's just that they just wonder how do we do it? Like, how does it get done though? And they know how, but they're like, it's so massive that let's just look at us. How do we escape not what everyone, but what many people suffer from when it comes to relationships? Because it really has the biggest aspect of the reason why many relationships fail is this energy that I'm getting, where it's like lack of understanding, lack of discipline, and what else? Lack of understanding, lack of discipline. I mean, those are really big, those two. But I feel like there's something else. Oh, influence. Being so easily influenced. People are influenced too easily. They just be going along with what everybody say. So this person wants to be with somebody who has a leader mentality, because they know that, like, say for instance, you were in a relationship and your person is easily swayed. You're going to be less likely to trust them. And that's just point blank period. If you with somebody that don't use their brain often and they hear something that sounds good and they just go along with it immediately, that is dangerous. They might turn on you by mistake thinking it was a good idea because they're just easily manipulated. into doing anything. So this is someone who's just going to want to speak to you on a societal level to see if you understand what the problem is. Because if you don't understand what the problem is, they may not want to move forward, because this is somebody who's tired. Now, if you see the problem and you're able to discuss the issue with them, then they're going to see you as someone that is a counterpart for them. They're going to see, oh, you're my counterpart, because you're possibly my counterpart, because I can see that we are on the same page. This person is not willing to just get with somebody because they look good. They don't have time for that anymore, and they know where that leads them. And it's into relationships that they are not happy in. They know better now, and they're also not into the games that people play to just use them for whatever they can get from them and go. They're not in that energy either. So with this person, as long as you're real with them, they're going to be real with you. I mean, they're going to be real with you regardless. However, it's more so like, I will hold you down if you hold me down. And like, if I know I could trust you, you don't have to worry about me, stepping out of line and making you angry and doing things on purpose because I lack discipline. You don't have to worry about that, because right now in this time of my life, I'm over those games and I'm not playing them anymore. Maybe they used to. Maybe they didn't know better. Maybe they didn't know any better. So they used to do those things, but now they're like, wait a minute. Life looks different. Once you get older and you become more wise, life looks different. Decisions become more prominent when you get older, because the decision making gets more challenging. And then the better decisions you make, the better life you will live. And that's real. Okay? So this is what this person wants to know about. Like, what are your thoughts on this? I feel like this is a really good conversation for a date. That's a good conversation, because you get to know what a person really thinking about, from a larger perspective, other than just highlighting themselves. In an abstract way, they are still referencing themselves, because they're referencing their belief system and what they think and their perspective and their understanding. But yet they're talking about it from a larger scale. So you could get a great understanding about a person if you communicate with them like that. And it's going to be an interesting conversation as long as the person can talk about that, as long as the person has the capacity to understand what you're talking about and be able to, express themselves. And that's another way to see if a person feels comfortable with those types of conversations, especially if these are things that bother you and you think about. You want somebody that you could talk to like this, because if you're in a relationship with somebody that can't talk about what you talk about, I just feel like that's incompatibility at its best. Because what's the point of being in a relationship with somebody if you can't talk to them, right? Okay, so that's it for this message. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe if you're feeling my vibe, especially if the message does resonate with you. If you would like to book a healthy conversation, you can by visiting www.milkhoneyrose.org. And also, you could join the membership here on YouTube just to support me. And I appreciate all of those who do decide to join. Thank you in advance, and I'll see you in the next one.